visit to Ceylon by walking on the bridge. Book titled Ramanathapuram District Gazetteer, published in 1972, Mu Karunanidhi, who was then Chief Minister, that is the present day Chief Minister, wrote a foreword and praised the contents of this publication as very authentic historical records. And this book refers to Rama Sethu, which was also called Adam's Bridge or Rama Sethu. And it goes on to say, Adam, when he was banished from heaven, he walked across this bridge and settled in Adam's Peak, according to the Christian and Muslim traditions. The word Sethu in all languages of India, Bharatiya languages, means bridge, a man-made bridge. Valmiki describes the construction of the Sethu in 85 slokas. One of the slokas says, Hastimatran Mahakaya, Pashanamscha Mahabalaha, Parvatamscha Samutpatya, Yantraihi Parivahanticha. This is Valmiki Ramayana. This is also referred to in Mahabharata later, saying, Nalasetur itikyato yodhyapya pratito bhuvi Ramasyagdam paraskritya dharyate girisannivaha. That is, taking Rama's command, we are continuing to protect this Rama Sethu. This is also mentioned in the Kavyas in Prakrit by King Pravarasena, 550, called Sethu Bandha or Ravanavadho, and Dasamuhavada, a Prakrit Kavya written by King Damodara Sena. It is mentioned in all Puranas, Kanda Purana, Vishnu Purana, Agni Purana, Brahma Purana. It is referred to the construction of Rama Sethu. Kanda Purana describes the installation of 3 Shivalinga at the end, middle and the beginning of Rama Sethu. And making the same bridge submerged and thereby creating Sethu Tirtha. Kurma Purana, Garuda Purana, Narada Purana extol this Tirtha. Now, scientifically, we had a presentation made by Dr. Kalyanaraman, who is a geologist. He also was a consultant to the National Institute of Ocean Technology. They took some borehole drillings and identified the nature of the morphology of this particular bridge. They surprisingly found that the coral blocks of rocks were used to construct this bridge. Because of the human activity right from about 10,000 years ago around this region, they are emphatic that these coral blocks were not indigenous to this particular bridge region, but they were brought from outside. And though the conclusion that I drew, the scientist, is that there has been human activity in creating this bridge. An astonishing recommendation that it was a man-made bridge. One of the samples of the stone that were taken here can be seen as a block of less dense material. It's actually a coral block which can float on water. And these types of stones have been found in large blocks all along the bridge as a carbon fiber used to solidify this entire pathway. So this conclusively endorses the description given in the Valmiki Ramayana about the construction of the bridge using floating stone. Department of Earth Sciences has confirmed these observations of Dr. Kalyanaraman in a report given to the Government of India and to the President, Rashtrapati, specifying that around Rameswaram there are 3 formations and a rich assemblage of Mesolithic, Microlithic tools dated to about 10,000 years before present, which means there has been a human habitation extending up to about 13,000 years before present, based on the bone and fossils of human and animal forms. So there was clearly a flourishing human activity on both sides of the Rama Sethu. Probably when the sea levels were just right, the link between India and Sri Lanka would have been established. The reference to Rama Sethu as Rama's bridge also occurs in inscriptions of Krishnadevaraya of 1508. What is thought to be done is a 300-meter hole bored through this bridge formation at a depth of 12 meters so that ships up to a draught of about 10 meters can sail through this area. The impact of creating an international boundary in the middle of the ocean has been very well articulated by Mr. Arulanandam, who is the president of the Singaravelar Fishermen's Forum. He says the project is being implemented to enforce the international boundary line in the waters. The impact of this will be that fishermen from India will not be able to the Sri Lanka side to catch the fish where fish is available. Similarly, the fishermen from Sri Lanka side will not be able to visit the Indian waters to get the shanka or the corals or the algae where they abound in this marine bioreserve. There are also geopolitics operating in the choice of this medial line because astonishingly, just a week before the project was inaugurated on 2nd of July by the chairperson of UPA, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, and the Prime Minister, Mr. Manmohan Singh, on 2nd of July in Madurai. A US Navy operational directive was issued on 23rd June 2005, which refused to recognize the claims of both India and Sri Lanka that these are historic waters. That is, historically, people of both the countries had freedom to move about for harnessing the aquatic resources. Now, with this international line, the international naval ships are sought to assert their authority by a US Navy operational directive. This has very serious implications for our security. Because already Diego Garcia, there is a base of the 7th Fleet of USA. Trincomalee, there is a very low frequency radio transmitter established by USA, and they have a presence of the USA in Straits of Malacca. They want to guard the sea lane for protecting their oil traffic from the Persian Gulf going through this region, through Straits of Malacca to the west coast of America. See, there are alternatives that have been discussed right from the A. Ramasamy Mudaliar report of 1956. There are channels 1 through Vattapam, 2 near Pamban, 3 near Rameshwaram, 4 near Dhanushkodi, and a 5 modified version of alternative 4. When these 5 alternatives are available, it is surprising that a new channel has been chosen in the middle of the ocean. What was thought to be done as a canal across the land has now become a channel passage cutting through the Rama Sethu, which will have devastated. So the plea that is being made in this presentation is requesting the government to reconsider 5 earlier alignments and choose from among them the alignment number 4, because it will cut through Dhanushkodi, not an inhabited area, because it got submerged during a 1964 cyclone. This will avoid any damage to Rama Sethu, and at the same time the project can get implemented provided there are adequate tsunami protection measures also made part of the project. See, the importance of this region for corals can be seen from the importance attached to the Shankha. For example, in West Bengal and Orissa, no Bengali marriage or Oriya marriage takes place without the Shankha bangle, a white bangle. And this bangle industry is as old as 8,500 years. It's a continuing industry where we adore the Shankha as a very sacred natural phenomenon. And the Shankha is used for making this type of bangles, which are essential as a cultural indicators of our tradition, which is as old as 8,500 years. Because a white bangle of this type was found in the Saraswati civilization in a place called Nausharo, archaeologically dated to 6,500 before Common Era. So the US, look at the sequence of events. The US Navy Operational Directive is issued on 23rd June, refusing to recognize that these are historic waters. And to assert that, the America sent their naval ships in 93, 94 and 99 to say that they are international waters. And the chairman, Tuticorin Port Trust, replies to the objections raised by the Prime Minister's office on 30th June 2005, peremptorily, telegraphically ignoring the warnings issued about the tsunami effect. And on 2nd July, the inauguration takes place. What was the reason for this hurry? Why were the concerns raised by the Prime Minister not taken into account in relation to the tsunami? And why were the United Nations Law of the Sea 1958, to which our country is a signatory, ignored unilaterally? Why are we creating an international boundary where such a boundary never existed? In fact, the Sri Lankan government has issued a presidential proclamation declaring them as historic waters. There is also an agreement between India and Sri Lanka declaring them as historic waters, hence internal waters. Now, another important facet of this region, very close to the Rama Sethu, is the accumulation of thorium deposits. These are called pleasure deposits, brought in by the waves of the sea. Rama Sethu operates like a sieve in creating these deposits, which are heavier atomic minerals called the thorium-232, which accumulate in the coastline of Maravala Kurichi of Tamil Nadu, Aluva and Shavara of Kerala. This thorium is very important for our nuclear program. In fact, these thorium reserves are the largest in the world, and our country has got the only competence to create a thorium-based fuel breeder reactor, which will meet the requirements of energy of our country for the next 400 years. So the nuclear program is entirely dependent on this thorium. It will be devastating if this accumulation is stopped by interfering with the Rama Sethu, and if further tsunami strikes, all these thorium reserves will be gone, because the energy of the tsunami will be absorbed through this channel like a funnel and devastate coastline of Tamil Nadu, Kerala. See, the accumulation of the thorium deposits is demonstrated by these ocean currents that are operating. Countercyclic, clockwise, these currents operate, and the Rama Sethu acts as a barrier between Bay of Bengal and the western side of the Indian Ocean. So because of the presence of the Rama Sethu, these currents have the effect of acting like a sieve, accumulating the placer deposits of thorium, as can be seen from this picture of the thorium, black sands of thorium in Kerala coast. This is a demonstration of what happens if another tsunami strikes. This is what happened in the last tsunami. The Rama Sethu protected the coastline, and if a channel is cut through this Rama Sethu and is pointing towards the direction of the tsunami, and the entire energy of the tsunami will be absorbed through this channel and devastate the entire coast. Because of Rama Sethu, it was saved in the last tsunami of 2004. Another tsunami strikes, which is very likely, because these are fault lines that are there in the Indian Ocean. So the earthquakes will be a recurrent phenomenon. And in fact, on the first week of April, there was an earthquake in Solomon Islands, and a tsunami warning was issued for 20%. So it's very important that the effects of the tsunami are completely reviewed and the entire project is reviewed again with a multidisciplinary team should get into that and make sure that adequate tsunami warning and tsunami protection measures are made part of the project. This is a demonstration of the effect of a tsunami. This is the Aceh island. You can see before tsunami and after tsunami, the devastating effect. The photograph on the top is what happened in the Marina Beach in Chennai. Photograph on the right side, bottom, is what happened in the Nagapattinam. Just the boats and buildings were just tossed apart like toys. 2,60,000 lives were lost in the last tsunami. That's the devastation that will be caused to the property, to the marine biosphere, and also to the lives of the people of the coastal region. 20 lakh coastal people lives will be put at risk if the project is put through at the present design. These are the views of Professor Dr.s. Murthy, who is the world's expert on tsunami. In fact, the Government of India, Ministry of Science and Technology, engaged him as an expert for setting up a tsunami warning system. He said, please change the mouth of the alignment of the channel northwestwards to avoid the destruction of Kerala by the next tsunami. So he had also mentioned this to the chairman of the Pukeran Port Trust, which is responsible for the Sethusamuthra Canal project, and he expected that his warnings would be taken into account. It is surprising that the warnings that were issued by him, which are also repeated by the Prime Minister in his letter of January 2005, were not subjected to detailed evaluation by the scientists. In fact, Dr. Murthy also refers to the reason why he is making this statement. He cites the example of a tsunami that occurred in 1964 called the Alaska tsunami, which after traveling about 200 kilometers came to the shores of Canada, and it attained the highest magnitude, highest altitude of the waves were recorded at what's called an Albany canal. And when the wave struck at this canal, the entire Albany port was devastated. Luckily, people were not killed because there was an effective warning system. People were moved away. So if a channel is created like this, like the Albany canal near Ram Sethu, the entire energy of the next tsunami will be absorbed through such a canal and devastate the coastline of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Here is an example of what Japan has done to prevent against, as a protective measure against tsunami. A huge dam wall has been built. Similar walls must be constructed at the places where the tsunami is likely to hit in the future. And similarly, we have to have effective protective measures for the Shanka, the terminal pyram, which is a zoological species which occurs only in this part of the world and nowhere else. This great civilizational metaphor must be protected, and so should the algae reefs be protected, which are essential, medicinal, and preserve the status of historic waters. The evidence for the existence of the Rama Sethu is so emphatic that there are thousands of coins of gold, copper, and silver have been found in Jaffna. They are all referred to as the coins of Arya Chakravartis of the Chola period of the 13th century, where the very word clearly is written in Tamil script as Sethu, Sethu, and the person is called the Sethupati. And there is also a Parantaka Chola copper plate of the 10th century, where the Parantaka Chola says in this Shasana of the copper plate inscription that he goes to Sethusamudram, he goes to the Rama Sethu, offers Tulabaram, and also has Sethu Tirtham. This is a very emphatic evidence of the existence of the bridge and the Tirtha as early as the 10th century. And similarly, the copper plates indicate that Aparajita Varman also went to Sethu Tirtha. This is taken from the book by Nagaswamy of Tiruttani and Velanjari copper plates, published by the State Department of Archaeology in 1978. These are all the other references where very detailed evidences have been provided of the existence of the Sethu, of the environmental impact that needs to be analyzed in relation to this project, and the need for protecting this Rama Sethu as a World Heritage Monument under the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act of 19. Thank you very much.
That was Dr. Kalyanaraman, an eminent researcher on ancient Indian heritages. If you are interested to get in touch with Dr. Kalyanaraman, please contact him at kalyan97@gmail.com. Thank you, listeners. Please keep visiting poduniversal.com for updates and more such pod shows. You can send in your comments and suggestions to poduniversal@gmail.com. This pod show is produced by Prime Point Foundation. And this is your pod jockey Veena Vinod signing off from this show. Till we meet next time, bye-bye.